Hi guys, hope this video finds you well. Today I want to talk about what happens with adult friendships, more specifically what happens with adult friendships for persons with disabilities, and why is that something that's, I don't know, it feels like it's shoved under the rug. I feel like when you leave and let's hypothetically say graduate post-secondaries like anybody else, friendships are a challenge. And when you don't have kids to bring people back together because your kids become friends with your friends' kids, it makes it harder even still. And then when you have a disability on top of it, harder further. I don't have a solution, and that's why I'm bringing up the topic today. I do have solid friends. I do have solid people in my corner. And I always have, but they're few and far between. That being said, why is it that the public perception of disability appears to be, and I'll give you a backstory to this for it to make sense, that persons that are, say, under 50 that have a disability are automatically accident victims. I had a young mother and her young child. I've probably told this story on the channel before, but I had this young child, maybe 3 years old, ask me, in a loud enough voice that I overheard, really ask her mother why I was in a wheelchair. And she didn't say lady, she said girl. Why is that girl in the chair? The mother proceeded to shush her daughter and mutter something about, oh, she was in a car accident, and then take off running away from me down the mall. And I'm telling this story because I deliberately followed that woman and her daughter, caught up with them and said, may I actually explain to your child why I'm in a wheelchair? And I used age-appropriate language. And the mom just stood there dumbfounded while I explained to the child that my legs didn't work. It was as simple as that. But it didn't put the fear of God into her that everybody under the age of whatever is an accident victim, because the reality is it's not the case. And I don't think it's appropriate for people that don't have correct information to make up information. Saying I don't know is okay too, you know. Anyway, back to friendships. Because of those societal stigmas, nuances, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. I think people see the chair before they get to know me. And I think that's the problem. Because I'm educated, I'm personable, I'm funny, I'm confident, I'm resilient, and I've actually had people tell me that I'm not just tooting my own horn here. But the point is, visible barriers that I think make friendships as adults, and a lack of children because I don't have any, a challenge for adults that choose not to have children or can't have children, or, you know. So, as my crew of humans in a similar situation, how do we break down this barrier? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Alright, see you next week. Bye!